All right, time for another trip. So Cyndi and I, my sister Cyndi, we got a wild hair to go look at some dinosaur tracks. And so we're gonna travel way up into the panhandle of Oklahoma to a place called Black Mesa. We're gonna go up there to the highest point in Oklahoma, check out some dinosaur tracks while we're there, and we're gonna camp at the Black Mesa State Park. I just got through making reservations for a tent camp, so looking forward to that. Right now, I just got through power washing the truck, got it cleaned up a little bit, and fixing to start loading gear into here. Cindy's on her way. It's gonna take her about, total about 3 hours to get over here. And then from here up to Black Mesa is gonna be 6.5 hours. So it's a lot of driving. So I've got the basic necessities. I'm not forgetting my air mattress this go around. First thing I loaded was the air mattress. Pulled it out of the closet and got it ready. This is my pump to pump it up. Got the Coleman stove. I've got a heater. It's supposed to get like 37 degrees tomorrow night up there at the state park. Got the propane tanks for heating and cooking. LED light. Have to be careful at Black Mesa. Apparently it's considered a dark park where a lot of stargazers go with telescopes and all that good stuff. Lights out at 11 o'clock from 11 to 7. And then at night, I think you're supposed to keep the flashlights to a bare minimum anyways. And no bright lights even coming from your camper. So, anyways, I need to get this all loaded up into the pickup truck and get ready for tomorrow. We launch out of here about 8 o'clock in the morning. All right. Cindy's loaded up in the truck. I got to get a few things done in the house, get the dogs booted out in the yard, and then we're fixing to head out. We're actually leaving early for a change. Anyways, got to go up North I-40, gas up, and then we got to make sure we get more gas up around Guyman, because after that, there are no gas stations. All right, Cindy's in Love's getting whatever she needed to get, snacks or whatever. And I just got through gassing up the gas tank, and we're on a full tank, so we can go many miles, and we're fixing to go. All right, we gassed up, filled up the tank in Boise, Oklahoma, stopped over here at Dairy Queen, got our bellies full, and now we're doing the final stretch over to the dinosaur tracks. Got to drive through Boise City first though.
I saw a vehicle.
Only vehicle I see is the one we're in.
There's a truck.
All right, after our trip to Dairy Queen, we had to swing by the state park, make a little pit stop. Pretty little park, but we're going to continue on to the dinosaur track, then come back here and set up camp, as check-in is not till 5 o'clock this evening.
They do have awful big ears.
Yeah, those are muleys.
I thought mule deer were bigger than that, unless they're all young.
So we're just kind of meandering through the park here. Supposedly we can also get to the dinosaur tracks driving through the park and then exiting out the other end. I'm seeing several signs for hiking trails as we come through the park here. We'll probably check that out tomorrow if we go ahead and do the Black Mesa hike today. Definitely got a change in terrain around here instead of that flat nothingness for many miles. If I'm guessing, that's probably the Mesa top. And over there on the left looks like the highest point. So I'm guessing eventually we're going to be way over there. All right, we're off on the dirt road here, just past the Black Mesa Preserve area where they start their hike. And I think this is on private land, but they allow people to come over here anyways. Dinosaur tracks are supposed to be over here. All right, thinking maybe we're supposed to follow the arrow. I see a group of people over there. I have no idea where the tracks are. Hopefully it'll be obvious going up this little wash. See if it's up here. All right, we ran into a family and took a group photo for them. They have not seen the dinosaur tracks. And so Cyndi and I are walking around. We found them up on a little plateau there, but I didn't figure the tracks would be up there. They got to be down here where there ought to be some solid ground. But I'm going to walk this little valley out and see if I can locate them. I've already texted Alexis to see if she can direct me to them, but there's no signs or anything, so really don't know where they're at. I know we're in the right area, but I want to look around a little bit more and see if I can find it. Okay, here they are. Looks like they've silted in pretty badly.
Yeah.
But there is standing water in each one of the tracks down through there. Like the gentleman said to me earlier, looks like a young elephant walked through here. All right, here's a little better angle of the tracks. You can see where Dinosaur walked right across the little creek bed here. It's silted in. From what I understand, there used to be an older gentleman that used to come down here and keep them cleaned out, but he no longer comes around. Not sure if he passed on or maybe he just got too old to mess with it. But you can still see them pretty plainly. Cyndi and I will look at the clock, see if we got time to maybe do the Black Mesa hike today. If not, then we'll do it tomorrow. Cyndi doesn't believe me, so she's down there digging.
Oh, that stinks. Well,
can you feel it?
you can at least get a picture of one. Come all the way down here to look at a dinosaur track.
Well, you got about 8 more to clean out.
I said one.
I'm assuming that's hard stone.
Yeah.
I mean, it should be. If it wasn't, we'd all be questioning things.
Okay. Now it's making more sense.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
It is.
That's all rock on the side there.
All right, Cyndi cleaned out 2 of the tracks and I cleaned out 1. So you can see them a little bit better. In fact, quite a bit better. All right, Cyndi and I are going to be on a mission. We've stripped our socks and shoes off. We're going to get down there and clean out the rest of them. We cleaned them out some more. Got in here in our bare feet. There's another track right here. Kind of see the impression, but the water level's too high and it's flooded it. All right, I got my shoes back on. It was a larger effort putting my shoes and socks on than it was cleaning up them dinosaur tracks. Goodness gracious. All right, we're heading out. Probably going to drive over there and look at the parking lot where the trail goes up to the Black Mesa. It's still about an hour before we can check in. And looks like they have facilities here, so that's handy. All right, so this is the entrance. And that's the rules. You guys can pause to read. Black Mesa Summit, 4.2 miles. That away. All right, we'll tackle this tomorrow. Okay, we've entered back into Black Mesa State Park. We're just gonna ease down here. Over there where all those trees are is where the campground's at. So we'll go over there and find tent camp number 7. Down here on the lower level, the upper level has the RV sites. Lower level is down here and it has the tent sites. We just passed tent site, I think this is 5. 6, and then we should be right here, I think, yeah, 7. All right, tent set up, and now Cyndi and I are going to go drive around and look at the park a little bit, see if there's anything interesting. Okay, we just visited the park office. They gave us directions to get around to the lake, but drove right by here and saw they got a swim beach. So they got a swim hole over here. Well, this is a neat little swim hole. Huh. I wonder how deep that is there. Is it chilly? So I take it you're not going to take a swim?
No.
You could polar plunge right off the top of that rock up there.
I ain't gonna do it. That is cold, so cold.
Alright, I don't know if you guys can see it. Naturally, the sun is almost in the way. But anyways, just a warning about black bears. Okay, out there in the distance is Etling Lake. We're coming along Etling Lake, and they have tent campsites along here. And they're spaced out pretty decent. View of the lake isn't great because all the sapling looks like cottonwood. So this is Lake Carl Etling. This is the boat ramp. Lake is obviously very, very low. Goodness gracious. It's a steep boat ramp. So this is T27. This was originally this tent site I was going to pick, but it was showing reserved. I didn't recognize any pictures of rocks, but I knew it was close to the lake, and if the lake was up at its normal level, it would have been a good view of the lake. Couldn't have rented it on this trip anyways because it's already reserved, even though they're not here. All right, we're overlooking the lake here. This is Black Mesa State Park and Oklahoma Dark Sky Park. So I guess they have different locations you can go to observe the stars. Bring your telescope out and do some photography. I'm gonna walk over here to the edge and get a better look at the lake. Ooh, as you can tell, the lake is pretty darn low. Got some big old trees down there. Those will probably hold crappie pretty good, I would imagine. Kind of looking into the sun, but they're there. They're also a ways off. My binoculars out because I couldn't see them real good in the screen, but they are muleys. A couple of big does and 3 yearlings. Cyndi has walked off over the edge over here somewhere. Imagine she'll be back directly. Won't be long, there'll be time to head back to camp and cook a meal. She brought some sausages and we're gonna make sandwiches out of the sausages. Should be pretty good. Whoops. When I started filming, that was just a couple sitting side by side. They're no longer sitting side by side, so I guess we'll give them some privacy. Alright, obviously we're back from driving around and it is time to do some cooking. Looky there, gonna fix us some dogs tonight. Sun's headed down over in the west. Wind wind is kind of sort of dying down. It's still a little gusty. Looks like it's going to be a fine evening though. It's going to be good sleeping weather, that's for sure. But just in case it gets too cold, I do have a heater that I brought with us. Ooh, looky there. I do believe those are ready. That's fine sound.
Dairy Queen's still working on us.
That Dairy Queen tore me up, I tell you.
Well,
all the bottles are full of pressure from the elevation climb. It proceeded to spray sriracha all over the table, her dog all over the stove. Oh my God! It even got on the back end of the wind block on the Coleman stove. Can't forget the chips. That's gonna be good. Look at that. All right, that was a fine meal. Now for dessert. The chocolate pudding. All right, Cindy's got her princess bed over here. It sets up nearly 2 feet off the ground. And then I've got the peasant bed over here, but that is a cold weather mummy bag. And that should keep me pretty warm, but I also have a backup blanket just in case. And if all else fails, we have a heater, brand spanking new heater here. Because I suspect it's going to get chilly tonight. Alright, see you guys in the morning. Alright, firing up the heater just to make sure it works and everything. I've got it on high, has a low and high setting, and within just seconds I stood up and I could already tell a difference at the top of the tent. The heat is rolling out of this thing. So anyways, that's going to feel good in the morning. Before we crawl out from under the sleeping bags, we can crank the temperature up in here a little bit and then get dressed. Alright. Now I'm going to bed.